Good morning, everyone. I just wanted to inform my fellow residents of the new Florida laws that's passing tomorrow. And I want to talk about 12 laws. Some of them may be applicable to you, some of them are not. But if you definitely have children under the age of 14, I need you to listen up because I'm definitely going to talk about the first one, the social media restriction. So you already know HB 3 has passed, social media restriction for children. It pretty much bans children under the age of 14 from having a social media account. The law does allow, if you have 14 and 15-year-olds, to have accounts with parental consent. Now, they are defining social media with all of these following properties. So I need you to listen up because how are they going to know? Anyway, so pretty much a social media account is if you upload content or you view content, right? At least 10% of the daily active users under 16 years of age spend an average minimum of 2 hours per day under the prior year. What about us adults that we're on here for hours using algorithm that analyzes user data and has addictive features like infinite scrolling, push notifications, and personal interactive metrics. So that is the definition, what they see in their eyes in the state of Florida as a social media account. Let's talk about HB 135, voter registration application. Usually when you come to the state and you're new residents and you get your driver's license, you can tell them your party affiliation right then and there. However, according to Florida politics, there were some voters who said that their party affiliation was switched without their knowledge. And they say it's due to a glitch in the Department of Highway Safety and Motor Vehicles office. Maybe that's why we have like 1 million more Republicans. Somebody over there in the highway safety and motor vehicle is just switching it up. Anyway, if you want to change your party affiliation, you're going to have to write a written consent. HB 267, which is building regulation. And this is a bill setting time limits for governments to either approve or deny permit application. I think we can agree that sometimes our local government moves really slow in trying to approve applications when we're trying to get stuff done to our house. In addition, the bill makes following changes. So local government must create auditing standards before auditing a private provider. Completing an internship program for residential building inspector is a pathway for licensure as a residential building inspector. And sealed drawings will not be required for replacements of window doors or garage doors in certain homes so long as they meet the standard. That last one, I never did understand why it took so long to put windows because we're waiting for an application to be approved. If they look like the same damn windows. Anyway, maybe they wanted to make sure it was sealed right, done right. Who knows? Then the next one is a mouthful for me to say. It's HB 1093, Florida Uniform Fiduciary Income and Principal Act. And pretty much they're codifying this law. The law will replace. So this law is going to govern the allocation of trust and estate receipts and disbursement between the principal and interest when a Florida trust doesn't provide its own term for such allocation. It's going to modernize, supposedly, the state law, allowing for the total return investment under the modern portfolio theory. And additionally, it's going to allow an existing trust to be converted into a unit trust and provide flexibility for more individualized estate planning. Now, I don't know what I read there, but I have a feeling that I need to really brush up on this law because, if you have a trust, I think it's important, right? So I'm going to have to ask my attorney. I'm going to let him make sense of it. So HB 1491, Public Record, DLA Investigations, Department of Legal Affairs. This law is linked to HB 1 and established public record exemptions involving investigation by the Department of Legal Affairs. I don't like the sound of that. Anyway, once the investigation of DLA is finished, the law provides that the following information is covered under these exemptions, which is providing identifying information, computer forensic reports, information that otherwise reveal weaknesses in data security, and information that would otherwise disclose proprietary information. And this law can be repealed on October 2nd of 2025. Unless reenacted by the legislators. HB 7017, Amendment 5. This is the one that I told you vote no on, but too many of you are like, oh, savings. But you guys really thought it was beneficial for you. And So Amendment 5 changes the way that some property taxes are calculated for the Florida homeowners who have homestead exemption, largely helping to lower their annual property tax increases. We voted for that. HB 7019, confirming Amendment 5. Pretty much confirming what we voted on. So SB 184, threatening first responders. Senate Bill 184 established the following as first-degree misdemeanor: interrupting, disrupting, hindering, impeding, and interfering with the first responders' ability to perform their duties. I believe I did a video about this because there was some serious concern that if somebody was filming like police in action and doing things they shouldn't be doing, that they can use this law to arrest someone. Anyway, let's continue. Threatening a first responder with physical harm and harassing a first responder by interfering with his or her performance on his or her duties. SB 362, medical treatment. This law increases the maximum medical reimbursement for physician and surgical procedures, as well as maximum fees for expert witnesses under Florida compensation law. SB 556, protection from financial exploitation. This law provides more protection for specified adults ages 65 and older, as well as vulnerable adults that might be victims of financial exploitation. They probably decided to create that bill when our very own commissioner in Orlando exploited a 95-year-old woman. I mean, like, she got $100K from her and her home. So under this law, financial institution can delay disbursement and transaction of funds from an account from this vulnerable adult, right? That's actually a good law. I mean, you have to believe that somebody is actually being exploited. The financial institution provides written notices to all the parties authorized to transact business on the account within 3 days after the delay was first placed. So next, SB 892, dental insurance claims. So prohibit a health insurance from charging a fee to transmit a payment to a dentist through ACH transfer unless the dentist has consented to such a fee. Prohibits a health insurance from denying claims for procedures included in a prior authorization, and prohibits contract between prepaid limited health service organization and dentists from containing certain restrictions on payment methods similar to the first point. I didn't know that this was such an issue. SB 7054, private activity bonds. It revises state statutes regarding private activity bonds. This is issued through the state and local government and is used to give special benefits to firms that are undertaking certain kind of projects, typically those in the public interest. Minor changes is that it provides legislative intent to maximize the annual use of private activity bonds to finance improvement projects and programs serving public purposes. And there's a lot more, but you can definitely read it because I'm going to put the article right here. Anyway, just keeping you informed, one day at a time.